Was fun?
Yes.
That was a wild part.
That was very wild.
Copenhagen, Denmark, hello.
Hello, Tina.
Hello.
My question for you is, have you yourself ever had any idols, and who are your own favorite actors and actresses?
Who flips you?
All right. My one idol was Mrs. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. I would say her grace, her style, her intellect was how I modeled myself in terms of how I wanted to present myself off stage, so to speak. For my work, of course, the guys, the Stones, Rod Stewart, the rock and roll guys. That was what I wanted, and that's what I did, and that's how it is.
Did you ever get to meet Jackie?
Yes. Do you want to hear the story?
Yes.
Well, we were checking into a hotel, and for some reason, she was there, and at the time she was with Mr. Onassis. And I was standing at the reception, and I looked down, and I wasn't sure that it was her. But then she made a gesture of how she usually carried her purse. And before I knew it, I was running towards her. I was totally out of control. And by the time I got to the door, the swinging doors, I said, oh, Miss Kennedy, Miss Onassis. I was totally just besotted. And she turned very gracefully like, and I said, oh, I'm Tina Turner. I said, I just wanted to say hello. And she extended her hand and had this big smile on her face, and I thought, oh, saved. She could have been very rude. Actually, the lady, of course she could have been, but she wasn't. She was very kind. And who was rude was the lady standing with her. She was looking down her nose at me like I was some disease. And so she says, oh, hello. She says, my children would be pleased. And we had just played Hyannisport, and I had been with Robert Kennedy's family, and we had been boating and dancing with them. And so they had told Caroline and John. And so, therefore, she knew who I was. And then I said, I was very excited, and then she shook my hand and left. And as I turned, there was Mr. Onassis, and I said, hi! Oh, I had to control myself, and I went, oh, hello. And I went to my room, and I was sitting, and the sofa was just going whoop, 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 whoop. So I can understand sometimes now when some of the fans come.
Yes,
I try to be as compassionate as I can because I can relate.